My beloved, today the universe sends me to you because it's time to raise your voice. It's time to stop suppressing all that you've held inside. It's time to break the silence that's hurting your soul. Because all those unspoken words are imprisoning your heart, they're like chains growing heavier by the day. Each of those words is a burden you carry on your shoulders. And that burden is keeping you from soaring, from moving freely. Your silence right now is nothing but the echo of your muted voice. They are the truths you've chosen to keep hidden out of fear and doubt. But you need not fear, it's time to raise your voice. Because with every spoken word, you'll break those chains that bind you. Now is the moment to speak, to release all that you've kept silent for so long. But before speaking to others, you must first speak to your angels. Let the angels hear you first. Once you've spoken to your angels, it's also time to speak to yourself. Because there are truths you've been trying to hide even from yourself. Let them come to light so you can heal the wounds of the past. Truth is the echo of your being's voice, that voice crying inside you, crying to be heard and recognized. Do not deny yourself the right to be who you truly are, for in that truth you'll find the key that unlocks the doors to a life of fulfillment and realization. Once you've spoken to your angels and to yourself, it's time to address those people with whom you need to have a pending conversation. You may feel fear in facing these difficult conversations, but remember that truth always prevails and love is always the answer. You may have stayed silent for a long time, feeling it impossible to find the right words to express what you need to say. Those words you've kept silent are causing a wound in your soul that grows larger with time. This burden makes your life harder to bear, as if you're dragging a heavy stone along the path. Sometimes it may take time to find the right words, but this time you've been silent for too long and can no longer keep quiet. It's time to speak. Today, I approach your soul with the intention to help you release that burden and to encourage you to speak what you need to say. I don't want you to continue keeping silent, because your story deserves to be heard, your experiences deserve to be shared in words. Today, I want to listen to you, because you truly need to be heard. I know many things have happened to you, driven by fears and insecurities, but I want you to know that you are not alone. I am here to accompany and support you in this challenging task you face right now. Your words and thoughts have been kept deep within your soul for too long. You've kept that drawer locked, trying to prevent anyone from accessing it. I understand it's difficult, but I want you to know that you can find great relief if you share your feelings with me, if you allow me to listen to you. Stop punishing yourself and feeling guilty for keeping silent back then. You may be haunted by thoughts that you should have acted or spoken differently, even believing that the blame lies solely with you. But deep down, you know that it was other circumstances that led you to feel this way, and that at that time, you weren't in a position to do anything but stay silent. You didn't have the capacity to express yourself, to say what you needed to say, and to defend yourself adequately. Those who harmed you were aware of your vulnerability and took advantage of it to hurt you. Now and before we continue, I invite you to subscribe and share our channel. Your support helps us to create more valuable content for you. You don't need to keep worrying. You should know that you can free yourself from the pain you feel and embrace it with love to stop suffering. You will find a solution for it, but first, you must resolve the conflict within yourself. Stop judging yourself for the blocks you've experienced and trust that your abilities are much greater now. If you wish, you can seek my advice, and I will guide your consciousness and intuition so you can follow my advice if you desire. Today, I offer you light so you no longer have to remain silent, so you can find the words at the right moment and not harbor resentment for keeping them inside. Your life is invaluable, and you cannot allow it to be tainted with toxicity from everything you keep in silence. You have important things to say, and you deserve to be heard. While humans may sometimes struggle to listen to certain things, we, beings of light, can understand you and help you overcome all that pain. I embrace you, I comfort you, I listen attentively, and I offer you my unconditional support. You should consider that prolonged silence may stem from entrenched mental patterns. These are part of your human nature, but you can work to release them with patience. On more than one occasion, you have found yourself in situations where you needed to express yourself, but at that moment, you couldn't. You stayed silent, and hours later, you found the exact words, but it was already too late. Keep in mind that certain situations can disturb you and lead you to be overcome by your own emotions, but thanks to your spiritual development, you can overcome these entrenched mental patterns. If you take a moment to reflect on your life, you'll realize that many times you've remained silent when you shouldn't have. Prolonged silence often has negative effects on you. You must understand that withholding something important can have detrimental repercussions on both your physical and spiritual health. Unsaid words harbor feelings and emotions that need to be addressed. Feelings and emotions are like little creatures that need nurturing. Locking them away harms them. I understand this may be difficult to grasp, but it's important to begin allowing yourself to express when necessary. Your soul is preparing for a crucial new stage in your life, and you must be ready to speak when the time comes. You've lost many valuable things by keeping silent, and you mustn't let fear of rejection paralyze you. If you hide your feelings to keep certain people by your side, you're maintaining relationships that don't treat you well. Silence will only worsen things, as you'll be allowing behaviors that are harmful to your health and spiritual well-being. It's normal to sometimes think about what you would say to those who have hurt you, but you must step forward and find the right words or actions to defend yourself. It's important to understand that those who cause the most harm to others, the most aggressive and hostile, are often the most cowardly and unhappy within themselves. Their behavior reflects unresolved internal conflicts they carry. Consider how much spiritual suffering they must endure to spread misery around them. Don't allow yourself to be the receptacle of their toxicity. It's time to change your perspective about yourself. For too long, you've underestimated yourself, stayed silent, and neglected your own needs. You've allowed others to mistreat you and trample over you. But today, I give you the push you need to reconnect with yourself, to be who you truly are and to show your best self. You will be ready to defend yourself, to speak up, and to take care of yourself. I'm here to listen attentively and offer you unconditional support. Don't let anyone humiliate you, because now you're activating your inner strength and power. It's time to use your abilities to take care of yourself properly, especially your ability to communicate. Today is the day to express yourself and to free your soul from the burden you've carried for so long. It's time to release the chains, to speak up, and to ensure your words are heard. Remembering and forgetting are two sides of the same coin. I invite you to remember each of those moments that weighed on you, thanking them for the lessons they taught you, even if they came through pain. Then, let them go. Appreciate every experience that has brought you to this moment, acknowledging that you are here, present, while those people or events belong to the past. Imagine releasing each memory like a child releasing a balloon, watching it slowly rise with the wind until it disappears into space. Now I ask you, are you willing to tune your mind to the melody of success and allow prosperity to flow to you? Today, I have left in the description a powerful tool that will help you and bring you closer to your happiness, peace, and tranquility. I invite you to get to know it. Open the doors to a future where success and prosperity are your daily reality. The opportunity you have today to change your life will never present itself in the same way again. Act today, go for the description and create the tomorrow you deserve. Blessings forever.